I'm Simon, and I just finished watching Mufasa The Lion King. Whether you're a fan of the 2019 remake or the original animated classic, I think this movie is definitely one to talk about, so let's dive in. Before I give you my thoughts and opinions, I want to first tell you guys what this movie is about. Briefly, Mufasa the Lion King tells the story of Mufasa through flashbacks told by Rafiki to young Kiara, Simba and Nala's daughter. With Timon and Pumbaa adding to their humor, the film introduces Mufasa as an orphan cub who meets Taka, soon to be called Scar, a royal heir. Their encounter sparks a journey of self-discovery for a group of misfits, testing their bonds as they face a dangerous foe together. Now, knowing the synopsis of the film, first off, I would like to say that I personally enjoyed the visuals and colors in this film. I believe they were absolutely stunning. I didn't have any problems with any of it. I personally don't think there were anything off about it. I think there were some improvements on the visuals compared to the 2019's film. So I think that is what I would say is good about the film. Now the story overall, I would say was emotional. You gain a good understanding of Mufasa and Taka. You get to see how their relationship or bond changes throughout the film. I actually started to feel some sympathy towards Taka, and you'll see why later when I talk more about that in the spoiler section. As for the musical aspect of the film, I felt that Lin Manuel Miranda did a good job with the music. However, none of the songs truly stuck with me, and I felt that it didn't really fit the moment, or it felt rush, I guess, to start like a musical moment. Perhaps maybe the film would have been better without the music. While the movie was enjoyable, it didn't feel entirely necessary for the Lion King's fans to for this movie to be made. That said, I would say that Barry Jenkins didn't disappoint. I think he did a pretty good job producing this movie. So now I guess we can move on to the spoiler talk. So let's get into the film. We're gonna discuss some moments, some key moments from the beginning of the film to the end. I would like to first mention that the movie opens with a touching tribute to James Earl Jones, who's an absolute legend who passed away on September 9, this year. So I think that alone sets the tone for a heartfelt journey. The movie starts in the present time before transitioning to Mufasa's past, which shows him as a cub with his parents, and then we soon learn that Mufasa became an orphan after a devastating flood that swept him away, separating him from his family. Along the way, Mufasa meets Taka, who helped him escape, I think, a crocodile or an alligator attack. And then we get to see Taka's parents. His mom at first was against the idea of adopting Mufasa because Mufasa was separated from his family. And Taka wanted him to be part of his family, and the mother was against the idea at first, but then soon opened up and started to love him as another son. The father, on the other hand, was against it, the idea of accepting Mufasa as part of the family, just because he's not part of the bloodline, and he's considered as a outsider or a stray. Somewhere in the film, Taka said something about he always wanted a brother. I thought that scene was very touching, and I mean, knowing what happens in the future between the two, and I don't know, I just like that moment. It was very touching to see Taka say that line. Also, somewhere in the film, I believe the father of Taka said one day he, referring to Mufasa, will betray you. And I mean, I don't know, I found that kind of, I don't know, ironic maybe? Because in the future, or soon later, Taka actually betrayed Mufasa. We saw that Mufasa saved Taka's mother during a fight with those white lions, those outsiders. After saving Taka's mother, the father soon had respect towards Mufasa. So pretty much Mufasa and Taka had to move far away from their family, from Taka's family, to I guess, start a new life due to the threat of the outsiders, those white lions. So pretty much the whole film is mainly the outsiders, or those white lions, tracking down Mufasa and Taka, and soon Mufasa and Taka met Sarabi, and we also got a background of Rafiki, which I thought that was a nice addition to the film, getting to see who Rafiki is and all that. So after meeting Sarabi, it looks like Taka was trying to get together with Sarabi, and he asked Mufasa for some advice on how to talk to Sarabi. Later, Sarabi and Mufasa had a better bonding than Sarabi and Taka, and Taka he soon later felt left out. And throughout the film, you'll start to see Taka's change in behavior. You'll see him you'll see him as more. He'll start to feel more jealous, I guess, or you'll see that he's starting to have those feelings of betrayal and jealousy, and over Mufasa's, I guess, his growing connection with Sorabi, and obviously his rising status as a leader. You start to see that Taka gets confronted by the outsider, and he soon snitched on Mufasa. I think that's just to save his own life, but also he did had um that betrayal feeling, and so he just turned on Mufasa, and he joined the outsiders, their side. And so they pretty much track down Mufasa and Sarabi to the Milili. And then soon you'll start to see the fight between Kiros, I think that's how you say the name, and Mufasa there. And then later on, when Kiros was about to defeat Mufasa, Taka actually helped save Mufasa. He realized that what he has done wrong, and he tried to intervene and try to help Mufasa to take down Kiros. And we actually get to see how Taka how he got the scar on his eye, and it was from Kiros. And so I guess they both fought Kiros, and then soon Mufasa defeated Kiros underwater there's a big rock that took down Kiros. And then we saw that scene of Mufasa underwater, and Taka's above him and try to, I guess, save him from drowning. I guess that's like a little foreshadowing to what will happen later on, as we see in the 2019 film. And I guess that all this is just like, obviously it's a prequel, so this sets up the events to occur later on in the Lion King 2019. I think one of the emotional scenes is towards the end, where Mufasa found his mom, but sadly his dad didn't make it. So that's just pretty much the idea of this film. I think it's a good story overall. I guess what stood out to me is just knowing what happened between Taka and Mufasa, and how their relationship changed from being brothers when they were young, and then obviously now, well, not now, but all the way to when they're enemies, and then later the events that occurred after that. So yeah, I think that's all for these spoilers. I don't think there was that much to talk about. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this movie. And as for a rating, out of 5, I would say this is a 3.5 out of 5. Let me know what you would give this movie out of 10. And yeah, all right, that is all. And I will see you guys on the next movie review.